Alright guys, welcome to this video again. Thank you for checking out. So if you are new here, this is latest 247. We talk about Nigerian issues, politics and happenings, and also global news. So thank you. So to this on this episode or on this video, we are going to be talking about a particular celebrity that has been making wave of recent. Her name is Toyin Lawani. So Toyin Lawani actually became very popular or started trending recently because of the way she dressed. She made a post of her raunchy, non-dressed kind of stylist. She was dressed as a nun. I mean, you can see the pictures. There are videos and things about that, but I might not be posting all of them because this is YouTube and there are some things that might not be allowed. So, but the thing is that she dressed like a nun, and on the dress that she was putting on, she had a crucifix on it. I mean, we have been seeing designs, we have been seeing many fashion icons, fashion models, fashion designs that has crucifix on it. So crucifixes can actually, and most of the times, are easily used for fashion, fashion gigs in terms of fashion designs, but they don't really mean that much in terms of attaching a lot of importance to it. Of course, if you're a Christian, and most especially if you're a Catholic practicing Christian, you will find it difficult to actually, live with the fact that a crucifix is being used for fashion items like that, especially when it is being used in an erotic way. The kind of picture she posted and the video that she did were kind of erotic with the man, holding up, kissing, cuddling, and even having the man put his head, inside her, like her, what I say, skirt or something, and then having it slit in both sides, and then just a part of that crucifix covering her private part, and the rest side we are just open. The ties were just, I mean, things like that. You will not want to see it, and when you see it, I mean, it's only natural that you will complain that this isn't right, because it's not passing a good message for you as a Christian, and most especially as a Catholic. If you want to niche it down to those that actually, make use of the crucifix a lot or the cross a lot. So, but to put in perspective or to actually differentiate it, I think the cross should actually be seen as what it is, which is the symbol, the sign of resurrection, the crucifixion of Christ and the resurrection, and which is going to happen recently, which is what the Christians celebrate as Easter, which is actually very, very important and a very important celebration for Christians. Now, but for the fact that fashion items can be added in the crucifix can be used for fashion item, it is not something that should be taken very seriously. At least this is what we have been made to understand and agree with, that it should not be taken very seriously. It's just a fashion design. So she used it and she has been criticized a lot of backlash. People are abusing her, saying things like, if this were to be something that has to do with Islamic religion, which would she have been comfortable to do this without getting a lot of backlash and even attacks? I mean, we've seen people that had, things that are related to Muslim posted and they get attacked viciously and violently. The Muslims don't play with their religion, no matter how connected it is. Just don't play with it. This is something that they revere a lot. So, but it's like Christians are more liberal, more, what I say, educated per se, kind in terms of not really, taking a lot of things very serious, but are ready for conversations, to talk about how things affect them and how things can be looked at in order not to make it very, very serious for them. So Tony Lawani actually is someone that is actually very unusual in terms of fashion. She says she has been trained overseas, so she knows what she's doing in terms of fashion. And she is kind of the unusual one that does things that people don't want to do. And she gets a lot of criticism. Of course, people love her a lot. I mean, there are a lot of people that, when she makes a post on Instagram like this, people that commend her, that, heart her, shows her love, calls her hot, and all of that, a lot of things. And she has a company built around her brand, and she is selling. And we know that on social media, for you to be relevant, for you to actually sell, I mean, I'm not saying it's the only way, but you have to be controversial. If you're controversial, you would easily get followers, and followers is the backbone of growth on Instagram, which becomes a converting factor in terms of making sales and becoming, a very popular brand. So she remains controversial, like a lot of celebrities has remained controversial online, so as to continue to stay relevant. So, and this has been helping her, and she has built a business around it. I mean, if you check her page, even her private page is not even that active, but her business page is very active. The Tiana's Place Empire, very, very active. I mean, you see about, things that she does in terms of beauty spas, her clothing, her different product that she sells. So she's doing great. She's doing very well in terms of business. And it is, all on the back of the controversy. And so it is helping her. So people were criticizing her and expecting that she might come and apologize, but rather she did even more videos and talked about the fact that, okay, people are criticizing her now, abusing her, raining curses on her because she's a Nigerian. What about those models? What about those celebrities that are outsiders that are, in the US, the UK, and other places? They post pictures of nun. I mean, we've seen nun dressing, celebrities dressing as nun for different kind of pictures, Halloween and, Met Gala, different kind of celebrations. They dress as nun, and people see them as hot. People see them as lovely. People hail them and, admire them a lot. Now it has become a Nigerian girl doing it, a Nigerian woman doing it, and everybody's against it, saying, okay, why would you do that? That is an insult, that's an embarrassment, that's an abuse to the religion. Now we understand if you're a Christian, if you are a Catholic especially, I don't know, I'm just stressing the fact that I think Catholics use that a lot, but if you're a Christian, this still relates to you, and so the criticism is real. But when it becomes someone outside, I mean, it seems they are more open to conversation. They are more open to understanding that fashion can actually spread through a lot of areas. So a lot of things are not that criticized. I mean, we've seen this kind of dressing, and even ones that are even much more seductive than this one, used in different occasions. And if you want to take it very serious and very personal, it's going to be a very big issue. So I think guys should actually chill. Of course, those that are doing this should understand that, okay, religious sentiment is something that is also very strong. No matter how how you portray your fashion sense, you should also be considerate of the fact that you are in a community or you are in an area where religion is well practiced and also, very, very important. And people in Nigeria per se, large chunk of Nigerians, the Christians and Muslims. So you don't really joke with that kind of thing because there's always a religious tension growing everywhere. So when you start joking with people's religion, they take it very serious. When you joke, okay, I have a video on this channel, I think somewhere around the early videos I did about a lady known as Sadao. Sadao, she's based somewhere in the north, and she made she posted a picture of herself. I mean, she's also like a fashion model, posting pictures, beautiful pictures of herself, putting on different attires. So she is also an actress actually. So she posted a picture of herself where the back, she was wearing a backless shirt, and she was almost crucified on Instagram, on Twitter. On Instagram, on Twitter, she was abused and rained curses of her because she's a Muslim. Not that she even said anything that is not Islamic, but just because she dressed that way and showed her back. And people felt like, okay, this was not religious. This was not, this was very, very condescending. This was very, very unreasonable for her to have done that as a Muslim girl. She didn't say anything, just that she dressed like that. So you can imagine how the Islamic people take their religion very serious. And they felt like, okay, a lot of Muslims follow you and you post pictures like this. What do you expect them to think or say? I mean, a lot of guys will feel lusted, looking at you, of which I don't think is very, very, open like that. But of course, people have different threshold of what they see as something seductive and things like that. So, and the Muslim folks were very, very angry. They criticized her, they abused her. In fact, we started hearing stories about her being, getting arrested and things like that. She had to come online and apologize again to the whole Muslim folks and say she didn't mean to do what she did. She put on an hijab to cover her whole body. She cried and begged and asked for forgiveness, and so it is very, very serious. The Muslim guys don't take the religions very, very, in a lightly way. So, but for the Christians, I think it's easy for people to use Christian materials, Christian symbols to make videos, to do movies and things like that. And Christians don't take it very, 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 very harshly because maybe they understand fashion, but still there's a good part of them that don't understand it and don't agree with it. So it depends on where you are staying. I think you should be very, very conscious of the religion, very conscious of the culture, or else you might get yourself in trouble. Of course, Toyin Lawani might get away with it because she's known to be controversial already. She's someone that can cover it up as a fashion and get away with it. But in a local community where you use religions, especially when you read something that has to do with religion that doesn't take things lightly, you might really, really, really get injured because of that. So that's what I gotta say. What do you think about this religion thing? And what do you think about the fashion thing mixing up with religion? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's cool? Or do you think that guys should actually stay off anything that has to do with religion? Just do the fashion thing and let's know you are doing fashion. Don't mix it up with religion. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you, guys.